So yeah, this video is gonna be kind of tough to make, but I feel like I kind of owe it to anybody that might see it that I've affected in the past. Yeah. There's no way for me to alleviate my own guilt, and I don't want to, because I kind of deserve to have that guilt, because hopefully it'll make me remember and not do it anymore, right? And yeah, so I'm getting the inkling, like I've been learning lately about what narcissism, like on a energetic level, is, as I've been mentioning in these videos. And I learned, I guess, kind of what it looks like internally and what it looks like from an external perspective. Like if I'm watching somebody who's doing these things, or I guess it's been quite difficult for me to tell lately, like what the victims of it look like and what the perpetrators of it look like. It's been tough for me, and I've been kind of alternating, like my perception's getting tugged around all over the place, so it's been hard for me to keep any one way of perceiving it. This feels like it's something that's either subconscious, unconscious, or like not something that I want to happen. You know what I mean? Like against my will. You know, I don't know. Yeah. So I think, yeah. So kind of like what I guess it is if you're a narcissist, you're a soul eater. And if you're a soul eater, what you basically do is, in order to assemble an idea of who you are, because in childhood probably who you really were got stamped down real bad, and basically you self-annihilated, and it can always be undone while you're still alive. But yeah, and you didn't even know you did this, I guess. I didn't. Yeah, and so yeah, and y'all are seeing it on camera right now, and it's hard for me to look at, and it's hard for me to kind of eat this. It's hard for me to eat this information about my past and about who I am, because it's painful. It makes sense though, because I guess when you're raised in a certain environment, you're subject to the conditioning of an environment, and it's excuses. I just don't need to be doing that. But like, yeah. And I need to find a new way to be, like, that doesn't involve like utilizing other people's consciousnesses and their energy and any of these things to bolster an idea of who I am. I don't need to be doing these things. I understand this, and I understand like how painful it is to be drained constantly for like another being's purpose, something besides yourself, and it's like something kind of like forceful and painful. It's terrible, and I see this, and I feel devastated about it. I never wanted to hurt anybody. I didn't know I was doing this. I'm still like, I don't know. A part of me wants to think that I'm not this. A part of me wants to think that I'm not the energy vampire, and that I've just been getting controlled by a whole bunch of energy vampires. But I mean, like, how, you know, it's like, is it everybody else? Yeah, that's what I've been telling myself too. And I just don't want to hurt anybody. And if I've been, like, subconsciously through the web of consciousness, like, been sucking people dry and draining on them and knocking on their, you know, their soul door or whatever, and bothering them, and yeah, I feel terrible. Because I know what that's like. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be on the receiving end. And it's not fun. It's not fun. And yeah, to anybody in my past who I have siphoned away, if indeed I have done this, if I have, which again, I'm sure I have. I feel very emotionally distorted, and I feel like I'm kind of torn apart right now. But, like, yeah, I don't want to hold anything on my insides that doesn't belong to me. I don't want to harbor anyone else's goodness or anyone else's garbage. Like, I don't want anyone else's stuff inside of me. I want my chakras and my soul and the person that I am. And I don't want to be anybody else. I don't want to pretend to be anybody else. I don't want to pull anyone away from themselves. I don't want to do any damage. I don't want to hurt people who have been in my life. I don't want to hurt people at all. I don't want to do any harm. And I wasn't aware. I was not aware that this was going on. I was not aware. I was not aware that this was not normal. Because it had been normal for me my entire life. And in Kent, like, I was just watching a video. Like, I was rewatching one of the videos I recorded because I've been kind of perceiving things a bit differently lately, and I've been trying to understand, like, what's been going on lately for the last fat minute. For the last, like, well, yeah, like, ever since, well, probably my whole life, to be honest. Like, yeah, I've been trying to understand. But it's tough, because life is tricky. But yeah, I'm guessing I'd been spending a lot of my life, like, kind of trying to be something that I wasn't, just naturally, in a way that was damaging to others. Which, if you're, like, going through the web of consciousness to tap into people's emotions and suck them dry, it does damage to others. And I accept any karma that might be going around in my life. I accept any bad things that have happened to me, and I accept any teachings that I've been getting, because if I have hurt people like this, there's a part of me that still doesn't buy this. But like, yeah, like, if I have, then first of all, I am sorry. I did not know I was doing this. I did not intentionally cause harm. It was, I'm saying this right now for sure. My conditioning was blinding me into this. And I only recently became aware of what it looks like and what it is. My therapist did not tell me that I was a narcissist. I did ask him. It's something that I've been worried about for a really long time too. Like over 2 years. And I know that with borderline, like, that is, like, basically covert narcissism, or at least it can be. It depends on the severity of it and where you are in the healing path. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm the type of person that thinks that I'm Shiva, right? So, like, I probably am a covert narcissist. And if I have been holding people's bits on my insides against those bits' will, and they want to get back to their bodies, like, please, go back. Go back. Please. I want to find out who I just am naturally. I don't want to harbor around flying monkeys. I don't want to be a narcissist. I don't want to be an energy vampire. And I feel like if these things have been happening, like, I was watching those videos, like I said, in Kent, and it seemed like when I was watching those videos, like, it literally, I can't say this for sure, but it seemed like there was me, and then there was Diego, my old roommate. Sorry to drop a name, but if he sees this, I love you, dude. I did not mean to hurt you, if I did. If I did. I did not mean to. Give my deepest apologies. So, yeah, but if I did, and to Molly, his girlfriend, it seemed like there was me, and then there was him, and then there was her, and then there was my higher self. And it seemed like it would constantly, like, I would watch the camera of my face, like, if my face is a slot, I guess, and the face that is displayed on it is, like, the screen, not a camera, but yeah, I guess the screen, and the camera for it would be in the back. Yeah, I would watch it, like, swap, and I would hear, like, ways of speaking, and, like, yeah, like, personality traits and quirks and shit that, to be fair, it could be just, like, the fact that I've been in the belly of the beast for a bit lately, that I'm, like, disconnected with these parts of myself and I don't even, like, recognize them anymore. Or it could be that those are bits from them. And since I've moved home, like, yeah, you know, like, it would change. And when I saw this, it made me want to fucking puke. When I saw this, it made me want to puke. Because I've been spending the last month feeling like such a victim. Feeling like such a victim for what's been happening to me. But if I've been doing this to other people too, like, I deserve what's been happening to me then. And yeah, I just want to change. Or I guess maybe stop changing. It's like, I just want to be authentic me, without any bolstering, without any shells, without any boosting or inflation, without any layers, without any, yeah, I want to be authentic, core me. And I want to get to know that person, and I want to be that person, and I don't want to be something else. I want to be what I just am. Like, what I just am is good enough. It's more than good enough. Like, yeah. And I just don't want to be doing this no more. And if anybody has any tips for, like, if I am like this, if there's anybody who sees this that is recovering, that has been in a position like this, that knows, like, some steps that I can take to either A, stop the behavior, if it is something to do with, like, where my attention's at, or if it's, like, some part of me, some level of consciousness that, like, is, like I said, subconsciously controlling it, like, how I can become aware of that better and control it more, to the point where I can make sure that it's not doing this to nobody. Like, yeah, just, like, ways to heal. I'm trying to heal. And I very much understand, like, more than I think I ever have in my life, why, like, a lot of my old friends don't want to talk to me anymore, and don't want nothing to do with me, and kind of stopped being personal with me. It's like, it makes sense. It makes sense. If they were constantly being open and giving emotionally, or, you know, eating my trauma dumping and all this, then yeah, they would be getting drained, and it's not something that anybody should have to deal with. It's not something that anybody should have to deal with. It's abusive. And I don't want to do that to anybody. And I'm devastated if I have. And I'm sorry. And yeah, I'm looking forward to healing. I'm looking forward to, if there is anybody that's still stuck inside that I need to let go, I'm looking forward to getting everyone back in their bodies and not being a contribution to this type of thing anymore. I want to be, at the very least, a force of neutrality on this world. If I can be a force for good, that'd be wonderful. I'm not going to pretend to be a saint, especially if I've been doing this shit, but I want to be a net force for good, if I can. I say force, but maybe a positive presence, because I'm kind of tired of force. I'm tired of, like, forcefulness, and I'm tired of things needing to be my way or any shit like that. I'm tired of that attitude. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of struggle. I'm tired of pretending. I'm tired of selling. I'm tired of bolstering. I'm tired of illness. I'm tired of mental illness. And yeah, that's pretty much what I gotta say. That's pretty much what I gotta say about it. It's eating me up inside. It's eating me up inside pretty dang bad. Yeah. I don't want to be a soul eater, man. I don't want to be a soul eater. I feel like my heart was big enough to catch this. I feel like my heart was pure enough to be able to sense if I was doing something ucky. I thought, but maybe somewhere along the way I slipped. And somewhere along the way I let bad shit into my heart. And somewhere along the way I guess I must have let my traumas take the reins instead of me taking the self-control to do the right thing and stuff. It must have been this case. I guess it doesn't have to have been, because my memory's quite foggy right now, but going based on where my perception's at and what I've been seeing lately, yeah, I just wanted to say to anybody that I've afflicted, and yeah, I just want to say that I'm sorry that I see it, and that I'm looking forward to healing, and I very much understand if none of my friends want anything to do with me. I very much respect that, and I very much understand. There's like some things that can never be forgiven, and I don't want to push anybody to, like, I'm not going to be reaching out. Like, I'm going to respect distance. And I'm going to stop bothering people energetically if I can. I'm going to notice it as much as I can. There's a part of me that's still not, like, super convinced that I do this, to be honest. There's a part of me that's still not super convinced of this. But I think my inner child is... My inner child's, like, looking for a way to... My inner child feels like it must be the problem. My inner child feels like it's responsible for everything that's been happening to me in my life. My inner child doesn't understand and won't accept any idea of, like, being a victim to anything. And so it's been looking for a way to make amends. Make amends with the world. Because I feel like with the karma that I've been getting lately, with where my life's been going, and with, yeah, like, my inner child feels very much like I must be getting punished for my way of life. And so it's looking for a way to undo, no, you can't undo the past, but it's looking for a way to start planting good karmic seeds. And if I'm continuously planting negative karmic seeds subconsciously, like, they don't balance each other out. You can't compensate for bad karma with good karma. Like, you have to do your best to not plant negative karmic seeds if you want to propagate a healthier future for yourself, a more harmonious future for yourself. And my inner child is looking for a way to live in a more peaceful, respectful way, and to stop planting negative karmic seeds. And if that means that I have to live a life in solitude, then so be it. And so be it. But I'm gonna figure this out, and awareness is key. So yeah, I just kind of wonder who I am at this point. I guess I'm gonna find out. Regardless though, I'm a human being, so I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Namaste, y'all. I say y'all, fills me with dread. Namaste, internet. Namaste, consciousness network. Yeah, I hope none of y'all are currently wrapped up in casts. And if anybody is, fucking let me know, and I'm trying to do everything I can to stop this. It can't go on. Boundaries are important, and I respect them. So, namaste. No, do no harm. Do no harm. Peace, bliss, prosperity. Love y'all. Peace.